So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand rally to reflect the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Exclusion Act. So before the official ceremony starts, let's enjoy some cultural performance to demonstrate the splendid Chinese culture. First performance is drum show performed by Ottawa organizations. Please enjoy the show.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, next performance will be martial arts show performed by Toronto organizations. Please put your hands together to welcome the performers.
请大家配合一下啊！好，开始哈。谢谢。
界限。
他叫这边，他叫这边。 看见只有我们看的广汉，特别是左边的。
一个人起来，要不然你们到标上去告诉。
much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, next let's enjoy the Toronto Drum Show performed by Toronto organizations. 多伦多龙鼓队。
你到前面去主持人，你坐到后面。
到那儿没声音，到那儿没声音了。哎，这个话筒，这个话筒为什么？这个话筒为什么我去那儿以后没？看这个。
先等一下，
提个建议。
Okay, man. Ladies, welcome to the show, ladies. Everybody, back a little bit. Little bit, then outside of the circle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for support. But I want to ask everybody in the circle back. Circle, please move back. Then other outside of circle enjoy the show as well. Thank you very much. Bye. OK， 各位家人们，感谢参加这个活动。好，各位朋友们。
满杯打开。
Oh no！ 好，各位朋友，谢谢大家参加我们今天的活动。但是呢，我给大家有一个小小的要求，我们在进行下一个表演之前，请我们在这个圈子里的这个圈子的朋友往后退，好不好？这样的话，我们圈子外的朋友也可以共同的来欣赏，好不好？这边的朋友往后退 ，please 往后退 ，please。我们是一个很大的广场，让所有的人一起来欣赏，好不好 ？Thank you very much. Please move back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Please. We don't want to have a circle over here because we want everybody to enjoy the show. Okay? Thank you so much. Please, I can't see anybody move. Please move back. Thank you. Okay? Please. The first circle, please move back. Please move back. 请往后退，好不好？请往后退。我们的义工朋友们，请行动起来，让大家往后退，让我们所有的朋友都可以看到，好不好？向后退10米，向后退10米，好不好？向后退10米，大家算一算，多少步是10米？往后退 ，please。OK， 往后退10米。OK， 谢谢大家。OK， volunteers, all the volunteers, please come out to help. OK, this is a very large square, but only a few people can enjoy the show. That's not right. OK, please move back. The circle, we don't want to have a circle over here. OK, please move back. OK， 那我们第一排的朋友们能不能往后退10米？请大家算一算10米是多少的距离，好不好？谢谢大家。OK， 好，往后退远远不够，谢谢。往后退，继续退。如果你要是站在前排，请坐下好不好？请坐下。这样的话呢，就不会站在第一排的人把所有的人的这个 view 都给 block 了。OK， please sit down。OK， 坐在前面的朋友请 sit down。OK， please sit down。OK。Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's enjoy the with drum dance performed by Ottawa and Toronto artists. Let's enjoy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's enjoy the line dance, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together again for all the performers. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the official ceremony, I want to acknowledge the indigenous people's land here. 我们在这里呢，要认识一下，我们是在原住民的土地上，感谢他们，让我们在这里形成一个多元文化的国家。So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, yeah, please, the first round people, please sit down. Okay, please sit down, and then we can let other people outside of the circle to see the, all the speeches and performance as well. Okay, 所有的这个前面的朋友，请坐下，请坐下，好不好？让我们后面的朋友也可以看到。Thank you very much. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. Okay, sit down, please. 好，前面的朋友请坐下，好不好？因为你们这样站着的话，我们后面的朋友都看不到。我们是一个非常大的广场，现在你们只有这个 first round 的这些朋友们才能够来参加这样的一个活动。这样的话就失去了我们搞这样的一个非常有意义活动的目的，好不好？让我们所有的这些前排的朋友请坐下，好吗？前排的朋友。前排的朋友请坐下，谢谢谢谢，请坐下。你要干嘛？好，前排的朋友请坐下好吗？请坐下。我们谁现在还站在最前面，没有看到人，没有看到其他的人站着的，您也坐下好吗？谢谢大家，谢谢大家，请考虑到我们后面的朋友好吗？请坐下，蹲着多难受啊，坐下。您不能一直蹲着，对不对？我知道您要站起来，请坐下。谢谢谢谢，谢谢谢谢。好，您站着比其他人都高。OK。Okay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today is a very special day. It is a very rare opportunity that so many people, especially the Chinese people from coast to coast, to get together in the Parliament Hill to do a very meaningful event, to reflect the dark history of our country, to show the strength and unity of our Chinese community. So we can see we are so many people here today. I want everybody to wave to us to show where you come from today. So first of all, the people from Ottawa, please wave your hand and say, make some noise to everybody, okay? 渥太华的朋友 ，Woohoo! Okay, I know a lot of people. They are from BC, from Vancouver, and people from Vancouver, please wave to us. 温哥华的朋友们 ，and people from Montreal, Quebec. Where are you? Okay. And I know there are a lot of people from Toronto. The Toronto people, where are you? Thank you very much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to ask everybody to use your very powerful and loud voice to sing the national anthem of Canada to showcase we are all Canadians. We are all proud Chinese Canadians. Let's sing national anthem of Canada. Okay, the leading singer will be the youth group from Toronto. Yeah, the choir, please come to the stage to sing the national anthem of Canada.
OK， 不用了，3分够了。
调低一点。Andrew, you're taking that one. You're taking that one.
No, we're all sing together. So
What about this one, huh? We're all okay.
Oh, it works.
Raise the flag, guys. Raise the flag. Raise the flag.
Yeah.
这个还辛苦了啊！
So, ladies and gentlemen, just now we just sung the national anthem of Canada. Each time when we sing that song, the national anthem, we feel that we are all proud Canadians. But in 100 years ago, in 1923, Chinese people in Canada cannot share the same feelings because we are not allowed to be Canadian citizens, and we are not even allowed to come into the country because the Chinese Exclusion Act was enacted in the July 1st of 1923. Today, in the historic Grand Rally, we want to reflect on the dark chapter in our nation's history and to honor the resilience and contributions of the Chinese community. This rally is an opportunity to unite as a diverse and inclusive society, one that rejects the divisions of the past and instead embraces a future founded on the principles of fairness, equality, and justice for all. We must recognize that strength of our nation lies in its ability to learn from its mistakes and grow, ensuring that history's injustices are not repeated. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are very pleased to have so many government representatives to join us to this very important event. Now, please put your hands together to welcome the Honorable Senator Mr. Victor Oh to deliver his remarks. 我们有请我们的联邦参议员胡子修先生上台致辞，有请。
Honorable Senators, MPs, councillors, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm pleased to join you for today's gathering to mark the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Exclusion Act, organized by the Ottawa Chinese community here in Ottawa. 大家下午好。首先，我感谢大家今天来到渥太华国会山，在这里，我要感谢渥太华华裔艺术团反思排华法百年主委会以及加拿大所有的华人团体的邀请。1923年6月23日，加拿大参议院出台了这部臭名昭彰的排华法案。100年后的今天，来自加拿大各城市、各地区的兄弟姐妹们齐聚在渥太华国会山反思纪念活动，充分地显示了团结就是力量。In solidarity, we can make the change. 希望通过我们的努力来捍卫我们的权益，构建一个更加包容、多元、没有歧视、平等、幸福的加拿大。As many of you know, on June 23rd, 1923, the Senate of Canada passed the Chinese Immigration Act, or it is commonly known as the Chinese Exclusion Act. The deeply hurtful and discriminatory legislation fundamentally impacted restrictions that negatively impacted the families by prohibiting immigrant spouses and children from joining the predominantly male Chinese population in Canada. However, through our community's incredible resilience and determination, we steadily dismantled and overcame many of the systemic hurdles set against us. We regained our freedom of movement and right to citizenship, gained the right to vote, rebuilt our businesses, family, and the most importantly, 12. Without doubt, Canada would not be a great country it is today without the determination and resilience of Chinese Canadians. Strongly, I encourage everyone here today to discover the great story and strength and fortitude of Chinese Canadian descent like Q Dog Ip, William Lloyd, and Larry Kwan, and many more. Finally, I want to stress the important remembrance without knowledge of our past struggles. We cannot prevent future ones. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. 谢谢. Magritte.
Thank you very much, Senator Victor Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's welcome the Honorable Senator, Mr. Yun Pa Wu, to deliver his remarks. 我们热烈欢迎我们的参议员胡元豹先生，有请。
女士们、先生们、朋友们，加拿大同胞，大家下午好！欢迎大家来到我们国会山，加拿大首都渥太华。I know many of you have come from many miles away. You have come from the furthest easternmost point of this country to the westernmost point of this country. And that shows that Chinese Canadians are united and they can come together with one voice to show our strength, our determination, and above all, our commitment to Canada. You have already heard that this weekend is a weekend of remembering the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1923. Yesterday we had a ceremony in the building just 800 meters from here where the Governor General and 200 guests had a solemn occasion to mark that 100th anniversary. Yesterday was a day of remembrance. Today is a day of voice where we will speak out that exclusion can never happen again. But we are not finished with today. Yesterday is remembrance. Today is voice. Tomorrow and every day after has to be about action. We have to take action to make sure that Chinese Canadians, Asian Canadians, all minority Canadians are not subject to any modern form of exclusion, and we have to work together to make that happen. My friends, I see you have brought many signs here. Hold up your signs so I can see them. I want to read the signs that you have brought. My vote is my choice. I agree. No discrimination against Chinese Canadians. I agree. Oppose false media reporting. I agree. Stop slandering Chinese Canadians. I agree. And I see down there, hold it up. We support David Johnston. 我们支持前总督 David Johnston. Thank you all for coming out today. Thank you to the organizers in Ottawa, in Toronto, in Montreal, in Halifax, in Calgary, in Vancouver. Thank you to the wonderful Wushu, Kung Fu, the lion dancers, the dragon dancers. Thank you to all of you who are spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Remember, yesterday was remembrance. Today, 我们出声 our voice. 明天我们行动 Tomorrow is action. Thank you 大家，谢谢大家。
好，我们再一次把掌声送给胡元豹参议员。Thank you very much. Next, I would like to invite the former Honorable Senator Vivian Poy to the podium. Vivian Poy, 立德会参议员。It was in 2001. Vivian Poy initiated the motion to set the Asian Heritage Month every May. That's why we have the Asian Heritage Month. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Vivian Poy.
Can you lower it, please? Thank you. Thank you. I want to say how delighted I am to see so many of you here in the capital of Canada. Remember, you all represent votes towards the government that is in power. So use your votes. Remember that. And as a former senator, I shouldn't be saying a lot because the sitting senators have already said a lot of things I wanted to say. But I want to make sure that what happened to the Chinese 100 years ago will never again happen to any minority group in Canada. In 1923, besides exclusion from entry to Canada and registration for those living in Canada, the Chinese did not have the right to have a profession or even swim in public pools until 1947, when Chinese exclusion was repealed. As Canadians, we accept our responsibilities. We are law-abiding and we uphold our rights of citizenship. Remember that. You have rights, but you also have responsibilities. We need our politicians in power to listen and pay attention. Never again will there be exclusion or registration of any minorities, irrespective of our countries of origin, religious beliefs, sexual orientation, or color of our skins. Never again. We demand equal rights for all Canadians. And welcome again in Ottawa.
好，再次掌声送给立德会参议员，谢谢。So, ladies and gentlemen, next, let's welcome the Honorable Senator, Ms. Mary Jane McCollum, to deliver her remarks. Please.
Welcome to your Parliament. Yesterday, there was a sacred gathering held at the Senate building to hear the historical and contemporary effects of the Chinese Exclusion Act. The stories were heartbreaking, but despite all the obstacles placed in their way, the Chinese people also had stories of triumph, resilience, resistance, pride, love, success. What I witnessed was the powerful transmission of knowledge, wisdom, and love from your ancestors that took priority over the racism and the violence. That despite the heartbreak of exclusion, you worked hard, you were and remain exemplary citizens, you took care of each other, you lived, loved, and blossomed in your communities. You truly have paid homage to the determination and tenacity of your ancestors who made it possible for you to now continue your role as living ancestors for the generations yet to come. You have known anger, sorrow, but you have found balance. What I witnessed was the reclamation of your power. We cannot always control our circumstances, but we can and do choose our response to whatever arises. Reclaiming the power of choice, you found the courage to live as fully as you could, setting an example for those who followed in your footsteps. Choices towards service, towards connection, toward life. My heart was broken several times yesterday. I heard that people have been told, go home to where they come from. I am standing in front of you today to tell you what you already know. You are home and have been since your ancestors arrived here. Remember this, and you tell yourselves this as Indigenous people, we do. We have a right to be here. We have the right to feel safe. We have the right to have voice and to exercise inherent human rights. Accepting people into Canada is not a gift or a privilege, it is a right. To our Chinese grandfathers, grandmothers, brothers and sisters, as Indigenous peoples of Canada, we hold you in our hearts, but on July 1st, we will hold you a little closer. Kinanaskomitnawa. Thank you.
好，朋友们，那么我们的参议员 McCollum， 他是一位原住民的参议员。昨天呢，在我们的这个参议院举行的这样的一个官方的仪式上，他也做了非常精彩的发言。我们再把掌声送给我们的 Senator McCollum。Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, next, let's welcome our Member of Parliament, Mr. Sean Chen, to the stage. 我们有请联邦国会议员陈胜元先生，有请。
Thank you very much. 大家好，大家好. It is wonderful to see the community out here today. We are on the eve of July 1st, 2023, the 100-year anniversary of the Chinese Exclusion Act. And it's sometimes surreal to stand in this place because it was this parliament in this country that 100 years ago passed legislation that was clearly and blatantly anti-Chinese. Today, we have come a long way. After the repeal of the Chinese Exclusion Act in 1947, waves of Chinese immigrants from all corners of the earth have come to this country to help build this country, to connect this country, and to make it a better, more inclusive place. Yet 2 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, Chinese people all around the world, including here in Canada, were blamed for the coronavirus. And my motion, M63, which has just passed Parliament on anti-Asian racism, I had the opportunity to hear from people from coast to coast to coast. And I heard your concerns that people are worried that now in Canada, we have a newfound hate that is anti-Asian. Well, today you're here and I congratulate you because you are making a stand. You are standing for a better Canada, for a country where all people can belong. So let us never forget this shameful, humiliating part of Canadian history. Let us continue to work together with all Canadians to build a better Canada. I thank you all for being here today. This is a day for all of us to remember, and let us stand together with all Canadians for an even better country. I'm very delighted to now call up my colleague, the MP for Nepean, Chandra Arya, who has greetings on behalf of our Prime Minister, and we will present them together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my colleague, Mr. Chandra Arya.
Neha, I welcome you all to the Parliament of Canada. Whenever we do any event on Parliament Hill, we do it on behalf of all Canadians from coast to coast to coast. I'm so glad to see people have come from British Columbia, Toronto, Montreal, and so many different places. Chinese Canadians have built this country. 150 years back, they built the railroad, which led to the birth of Canada. Today, Chinese Canadians are building Canada in the technology industry. The technology is the next backbone, and the Chinese Canadian contribution is immense into that. You know, we need, in this 100th anniversary of the Chinese Exclusion Act, we need to remember and recognize what happened 100 years back so that we can prevent it from not happening again in any form. Many Canadians are not aware of the Canadian Exclusion Act, and I can bet most Canadians are not aware that the Canadians born in Canada of Chinese heritage had to register and carry a registration card with them due to this act 100 years back. We will not allow this to happen again. Now have the honor and privilege of reading the greetings from Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada. Dear friends, I am pleased to extend my warmest greeting to everyone attending today's event commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Immigration Act of 1923. Also known as the Chinese Exclusion Act, this legislation had a profound and devastating impact on thousands of Chinese newcomers who dreamed of creating a new life in Canada, including those who risked their lives to build and later maintain the Canadian Pacific Railway. You gather today to pay homage to all those who suffered as the result of the suspension of virtually all Chinese immigration between 1923 and 1947, both those in Canada as well as their families and loved ones left behind in China. Chinese communities in Canada deserved better and still do. That is why we must continue to fight anti-Asian racism, violence, and hate. Today's event provides an opportunity to reflect upon the important contributions that Canadians of Chinese descent have made and continue to make to our country's history, identity, and prosperity, and to renew our commitment to learning from the mistakes of our past so that we may build a stronger, more inclusive, and more equitable Canada for future generations. Canada is a truly multicultural nation, made stronger and more resilient by our diversity. Please accept my best wishes for a memorable commemoration. I now invite Henry Lee, Chairman of Canadian Multicultural Council, to come up on the stage and accept this letter from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Thank you. Henry Lee. Sean. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
好，非常感谢。刚才呢，是我们的联邦国会议员 Chandra Arya 为大家来念出了我们联邦总理特鲁多为我们今天活动特别发来的贺信，并且呢，把这封贺信呢转交给了我们加拿大多元文化协会亚裔安省分会的卸任会长亨瑞利先生。我们再次掌声感谢国会议员参与我们的活动 ，Thank you。 So, ladies and gentlemen, next, let's welcome our MPP, Mr. Vincent Ke。我们掌声欢迎柯文斌先生上台，有请。
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm so excited and happy to be here with all of you. To why we are here? So to just celebrate and memorize what happened 100 years ago and here to Chinese Canadian. So we want to remember that history, and we want that exclusion no more in Canada's history. So 我今天跟大家一样，早早的就是在县里面报名，拿着这大巴来渥太华。我要感谢我们所有在场的所有的Chinese Canadian 来这里参加，来纪念这个活动，为了我们以后一个更包容、更宽容、更和平、更友爱的加拿大。所以谢谢你们，谢谢你们。Okay, we are Canadian. Chinese Canadian are Canadian. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. 好，非常感谢我们的柯文彬省议员。Next, let's welcome the Deputy Mayor of Markham, Mr. Michael Chen， 是我们万锦市副市长陈国志先生，有请。
谢谢今天的主持人，朋友们、女士们、先生们，今天你们辛苦了。今天你们的辛苦，我认为很有意义，很有影响力，所以我要感谢你们今天的到来。我特别要感谢两位现任的参议员。第一个，他姓胡；第二个，他也姓胡。当你把两个胡加上来的时候，就变成虎虎生威。Friends, ladies and gentlemen, honored to be here today. Today is a day of significance. It is significant for us to remember 100 years ago, the despair, the grief, the humiliation, the discrimination, and the separation of families for 24 years. Today is also a day to pay tribute to those people of Chinese origin who suffered tremendous hardship simply because they want to come to Canada and help build Canada. Today is also a day to celebrate the success, the resilience, and the perseverance of our Chinese community and the many contributions they have made Canada the best place in the world to live and to raise a family. I want to one more time to thank the Commission of the marking of the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Exclusion Act for your hard work in organizing today's event. And thank you to all those who participate. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to protect our basic right, our freedom, and our dignity, so that Canada remain a model of harmonious and peaceful country for all. Thank you.
好，再次掌声送给陈国志先生，谢谢。So, ladies and gentlemen, now Please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Simon Cui, the City Councilor of Richmond Hill, to the podium. 我们掌声欢迎列治文山市的市议员崔炳辉先生，有请。
Really my pleasure to be here today. So my name is Simon Cui. I'm from Richmond Hill. I was for councillor. And in 1923, July 1st, it was a remarkable day because on that day, there is the Chinese Exclusion Act has been enacted. In next 24 years, the Chinese residents living in Canada separated from their homeland, from their families, their mother, daddies, and their children. And this year, marked as 2023, it's 100 years passed since that day. And really honored to be here. And also thank you and appreciate all the organizers, three levels government, honorable senators, community members, and all the residents, citizens with the Chinese community and other communities as well. The history is really a mirror. When we look back at history, we need to learn what has been passed, and we need to learn what measures we can take and what lesson we can take from that past. Projecting the future is another very important act as well. As our Senator Victor Orr mentioned before, we should now leave the issues from our hand passed down to next generation. Here, all the very valuable distinguished guests behind me coming from government, also communities here sitting in front of us. We need to work together, take actions. Won't let this one pass down from our hands to next generation. 我们学历史，那么历史是一面镜子，那么它总反射一些值得我们思考的问题。100年前的华人排华法案是不是还会重演？我们拭目以待。但是作为我们现在的人，在我们职位上的所有的人，我们应该共同努力。我们反思历史，我们不能让历史重演。从明天开始 ，Tomorrow we need to take actions. Never stop, fight for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Councillor Cui. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to have a group photo on the stage. We would like to invite 二胡参议员 and Vivian Poi, Senator, and Senator McCollum as well, and MP Xiang Chen and Chandra Aya, and and Mr. Vincent Ke and Michael Chen and Simon Cui to the stage, and the organizing committee members, please come to the front row down the stage to take a group photo, and all the organizing committee members to have the group photo, please. And from coast to coast, and people from Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, and the Montreal. Yeah, it's okay. Okay.好，朋友们，不要往前挤，不要往前挤，不要往前挤，只有 media 的朋友们可以，你这样子就 block 了 media 的这个镜头，好不好？我们自媒体的朋友们，你们等一下好吗？我们的 professional 的 media professionals，OK，please。 Please move back. Thank you. Thank you. 好，往后退，往后退，各位，谢谢大家。朋友们，请往后退，谢谢，谢谢。OK， 谢谢，我们还没有开始，你谢谢，请往后退。我们的俊男靓女们，请往后退一下，好吗 ？OK， 我们的 media professionals, please move back, and we will clear the ground. OK, thank you very much. 往后退一下，好吗 ？Yeah. God. So I think I want everybody to say something together, okay? Let's say stop discrimination. Is that okay, everybody? Okay, I will say 3, 2, 1. Then everybody say that stop discrimination. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Stop discrimination. Thank you. Okay, one more time. Let's say stop racism. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Stop racism. One more time. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Stop racism. And one more time, let's say we are proud to be Chinese. Okay? 3, 2, 1. We are proud to be Chinese. Woo! Thank you very much. Okay, then I would like to invite our director, Mr. David Zhang, come to the stage to conduct everybody to sing a very interesting song. Okay, David, please come up to the stage. 接下来呢，我们将有请我们的导演张伟先生上台，指挥大家共唱一首非常有趣的歌。什么歌呢？请他来给大家介绍。
Hello everyone. I know it's been hot, right? But it's getting cooler now, so it's the perfect timing for us to perform. All right? So we're going to be singing a song which is very interesting. The reason is it's supposed to be a Canadian folk song. But for some reason, it's not clear its origin. It's knowing that it's started from somewhere in Manitoba. So I want to take a chance to ask our guests a question here. Okay. May I have your attention, the VIP guests here? I think they're busy. Okay, it's fine, right? It's our song. So I want to ask a question to everyone in the square. If anyone knows the song called Red River Valley, raise your hand. So the song was introduced to Chinese in China back in 1970s. So it quickly became a most popular Canadian folk song to all Chinese people. So I think many of you start to love Canada from that song. Do you agree? Okay, I swear that nobody ever rehearsed this song. I did not even rehearse with my guitarist. So let's sing a song together today. Okay? So 这个歌曲的名字叫《红河谷》。我想问一下大家，会唱这首歌的人举手。好，等一下我们的吉他。So, 赵涵 you ready? You ready? Okay. Okay, guitar, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 怀念你的微笑，你的眼睛比太阳更明亮。I don't hear you。我们欣赏，走过来，坐在我的身旁，不要离别你这样凄凉，要记住红河谷，你的故乡，要记住热爱你的姑娘。天空。Guys， 要记住红河谷，你的故乡，要爱你的姑娘。Let's finish it。要记住红河谷，你的故乡，更有那热爱你的姑娘。It's cooling down because it's song, right? Thank you, everyone.
哇，谢谢张伟导演领着大家一起唱加拿大的民歌《红河谷》。哇，老天爷真的是作美啊！我们整个会议过程当中都没有下雨，我们的议程结束了，开始下雨了。朋友们，现在让我们开始游行，好不好？